fantastic new director of the Evansville Philharmonic Orchestra, Roger Kalia, who's sitting across from me. And we're going to be talking about the very soon coming concert, which will be, well, 3 times, right? Saturday night, twice on Sunday. It's a shorter concert, which, well, given the COVID craziness, probably is a better thing. So we'll see how it goes. It's a wonderful program, Roger. You got everything in there, I think. I presume it was largely your choice. The concert begins with a commission, a piece for and about, can I say it that way, Evansville,
Yeah.
River City. So tell me about the composition, tell us about the composer.
Yeah, well, first of all, really excited to be here in Evansville and back in Indiana. After, I've spent a couple of years back in Bloomington, Indiana. I went to school at IU, so now to be back in the Hoosier State's really special for both of us, my wife and I, and we're excited to get to know Evansville even more. But this is a great program. Really excited about the variety and the diversity on the program. So River City, of course, the name River City it's all about Evansville. That's where we got the name. And Paul Dooley is the composer. Paul's a really good friend of mine. I met him in 2011 in California at a music festival. And we hit it off. And over the years, I've played a lot of his music. He's a real talent. He's a real rising young talent in the American music world. I shouldn't say American music world. He's American himself, but his music has been performed all over the world, which is really testament to the great work he puts out there. So this all began, this idea of River City. I wanted to start off my tenure as music director with a work about the city, about the orchestra. So this work celebrates Evansville and the EPO.
Yes.
And it's a short fanfare. It's about 3.5 minutes. And it was really interesting, the process in putting this together. We met with the musicians on Zoom back in June, I think it was, and they gave Paul a number of different ideas about how to incorporate the sound of Evansville in this piece. So that was really helpful for Paul. And it's also a unique setup, this piece. Of course, originally this was going to be for full orchestra, but with the pandemic, we had to cut it down to 30 musicians max. So this is really interesting. What we're doing for this piece is we're going to have the strings and the percussion on stage, and the brass, 4 brass musicians from the EPO, French horn, trumpet, trombone, tuba, are going to be positioned in the balcony. So it's going to create this antiphonal effect, just like Gabrielli would have composed for, in the churches during the Renaissance.
Did they have social distancing back then for Gabrielli?
This is, I keep saying this is the perfect pandemic piece,
right.
and the fact that the brass is, away, the super spreaders are away from the rest of the musicians, but they will be, they'll be surrounded by plexiglass. They have bell coverings, which is a whole new, this is completely new for everyone.
It's crazy. And I hear there's I haven't heard yet, but I hear there's a timpani solo in this thing.
Plenty of timpani solos. So
Totally cool.
Paul was a percussionist.
Oh, so okay.
He's
playing to his bass, as it were, or whatever,
He knows how to write for timpani, let me tell you.
So